So I was always interested in plants growing up, just as an amateur. I liked gardening. I remember having my own little garden patch. But I really kind of solidified my interest in plant science when I was doing my A-levels. So I went to do a studentship over the summer at a top plant science research institute called the John Innes Centre. And there I got to work with loads of scientists doing different research projects on plants. And I absolutely loved the research environment. I started to really love plant science, and that's when I decided I wanted to be a plant scientist. So after my undergraduate, I went to do a PhD in plant genetics in York, and then I did a couple of postdoctoral research positions in America and Canada, so I had the chance to travel. And then after that, I decided to leave research and go into sort of other things supporting plant science. So I got several jobs. The first one was in science policy, and communications, running a network of plant scientists. And then I went to work at the Royal Botanic Gardens, Kew, running their education and communications programs in science. And then I went into freelance work. So now I work with lots of different science organisations, mainly plant science organisations, helping them with their communications. I really love working with scientists. So having been a researcher in the past, I worked with scientists a lot. And I'm really happy that in my role now, I get to continue working with scientists and learn about science. When you're a scientist, you tend to work on something very, very niche, and it's your own project, which is really, really cool. But now I get to learn about all different types of science from different people and learn about the research. So plants are really our future, so it's really important that young people go into it and we get the brightest minds going into it. So plants, they make most of the food we eat, they help mitigate climate change, they produce all the oxygen in the air, and they do things like flood control, and they produce energy, really important sources of energy. So without them, the world won't survive. They support all of the ecosystems around the world, so they really are our future. I think something that a really hot topic at the moment is plant health and biosecurity, with plants moving around the world and being transported for horticulture and things like that. There's lots of plant diseases coming into the country that we need to be really mindful of. So it's about stopping diseases and pests coming into the country, and also monitoring spread of them throughout the country. So I think there's loads of roles coming up and existing in plant health and biosecurity. So it's a really big area to go into, and it's a really important thing to do.